So hey Blush Tribe, it's Coach Jess. I'm in the middle of like taking out my hair, so I had to clip the ends. And most of the time I kind of like cut my hair. So some people that do hair, they're gonna be so frustrated with me. My sister is, she's always frustrated with me because I always like cut my hair, mess up my hair, don't straighten it out. So I'm like in the process of like detangling it right now. And I just wanted to bring y'all behind the scenes, the raw, uncut version. Okay, so I'm about to finish taking loose these two. I'm going to continue to detangle it. I had to use like this little bitty comb right here. You can see all of that like build up like around your edges. So you got to be careful not to pull out your edges. I've done that before too. So yeah, I'll be back with the next part. I think after I wash it, I'm gonna straighten it out and then I'm gonna put some product and stuff in it, and then I'll bring y'all along the journey. Hey, so this is the final product after I took those braids out. So let's see if we can get a comb to it. Okay, that worked. Y'all gotta excuse the shaky camera. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just living my best life, okay? So yeah, I kind of detangled the best I can. My sister always say like, you don't detangle your hair enough. So this is the best I got. Now I'm about to go and get it wet. The shrinkage is about to be real. So, okay. It's all taken out. And believe it or not, this is like my true skin. No, nothing. Like I didn't even put a facial moisturizer or nothing. This is just fresh out of the bed. Just took London to catch the bus. And I'm just having some pamper time this morning. And I just wanted to bring y'all along. Okay, so now let's go get wet. Blush Tribe, thank y'all so much for joining me along this journey on today. The struggle is real, okay? I do not enjoy doing my hair all the time. So this is Coconut Curls. This is a really good brand. I got it from Walmart. It really helps the hair not get tangled, because with natural hair, you have to be very careful because during the washing process, it gets very, very tangled. So I'm trying to like kind of straighten it out and keep it straight while I'm shampooing it, because if not, if you kind of just like push it down to your scalp, it'll be a very challenging thing to get it untangled. So I really, really enjoy just washing it forward and like massaging it and making sure I keep the ends straight as possible. Um, so I just wanted to share this experience with you all. And right here, I had to adjust this faucet because my scalp was on fire. And I was like, let me adjust this water. So when you're doing it at the sink, that's one of the things you gotta be careful for, is that temperature just like put your scalp on fire. So I just appreciate you guys for joining me. much for coming on this journey with me. So this process is over. So I'm just going to dry my hair and then we're going to head on into the bathroom so I can detangle it and put some conditioner on it. To detangle right quick. So I did want to talk to y'all while I had you on. So I know for me, I've just noticed like a lot of and I'm gonna kind of look at the camera, look at my hair, because I gotta focus on what I'm doing too, because I gotta meet with a Blush Tribe member in like a couple of hours, so I gotta kind of get this done. But a lot of us, we are deciding to leave toxic people behind. And with that, it's going to be challenging because the old you who loved that person, who picked that person, you're going to have to try to deny that part of you that wants to hang on. And you may find this exceptionally difficult with people you have children with, siblings, favorite family members you thought you couldn't live without. These type of people, if they no longer serve you in this season, you're going to have to let them go. And this stuff is like $6. So you have to be very generous with it. My hair loves conditioner. Like it eats it. That's why when I was washing it, I had to use like 2 different conditioners. Like my hair eats it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks in between. My hair loves conditioner. So that's like an olive oil leave-in conditioner. I think I got that from Walmart. But yeah, it's going to be exceptionally difficult with people that you thought like, oh, man, I wanted to keep you around forever. Yeah. So some of the things that I did to leave the relationship, because I think one of the videos I was telling you guys about things that I noticed, the reason why I noticed it was like toxic. And I'm sharing this because a lot of us, because I've talked to a lot of you all, and a lot of us, we are trying to debate on like, is this healthy? Can it work? Is this person going to change? You know, should I just waste any more of my time? You know, I always thought we could, you know, come to the meeting of the minds and we can agree to disagree. But in reality, you're just going to have to realize some people you cannot keep in your circle. And I'm going to use some of London's little scrunchies. Some people you cannot keep in your circle. And some of the things that I did to kind of get away from these type of people, in one of my previous relationships, I just like up and left. Like I had like a snap moment where I was like, you know what? Today is the last day. I think the individual was like, yeah, I think it's a good idea if we break up. Of course, it was more choice words, heated arguments. And I was like, yeah, I think you're right. And it just like snapped. And I just was like, I didn't have any kids at this time. So it was easy just to like walk away. But the aftermath came where I missed the person, where it was like, I guess it's called Stockholm syndrome, where it's like you miss your abuser or love your abuser or something like that. So I went through that phase where I was like, man, I made a mistake. I ended up back at family member houses trying to figure my way. And I felt like because I wasn't stable that I made a mistake. But long story short, God blessed me with a new home, blessed me with a new car, blessed me with a new job. God just had my back during that situation. So a lot of us, we may be thinking, well, we can't leave this situation because if we do, then, you know, we're going to lose everything. But I keep telling you all and trying to encourage you all when you, and this is can too, I really don't use this, but I'm about to pack up some stuff, so I have to kind of get it. I have to kind of use some of this stuff. And this is Eco Styler gel. So as you see, I use very affordable products, nothing major, because I don't, you know, I just can't invest like that in hair products. I don't see the reason. So this stuff is like pudding-y. So I don't know. So this is called Define Shine Custard, and it's supposed to be for some curls. I don't know, my curls are already curly, but I know that my hair loves moisture. So I'm gonna try like that a little bit. And then I'm just gonna put it in some fat twist and kind of let it dry a little bit, and I'll take it out. But you have to lose everything that you think that you wanted, even though you know that, no, I thought I wanted it, but that's not what I wanted. And it's okay to walk away from people who are mistreating you, people who are just not giving you the treatment that you know you deserve. They're calling you out of your name. They are telling you, I remember one time a gentleman told me, well, you know, because I'm country or whatever, well, because I've always had a desire to travel and, you know, see the world or whatever. And he was like, you know, you're not even smart enough to get through the airport. And at the time, I had never flown, so I believed it. I was like, man, yeah, he's right. I'm not smart enough. Like, who am I kidding? Like, this country girl's never gonna fly. So testimony about that. So now I have a passport and I fly all the time. All the time. And it just was reminding me that, you know, sometimes people will speak their prophecies for their life over you. And when you're broken, you'll believe it. You'll think like, oh, they're right. So I just wanted to encourage you a little bit like that about that type of situation. So I usually just break my hair down into like, into 4 parts. And then I normally just like comb it out, make sure it's detangled. So as you can see, it's like no tangles. Sisters, no tangles. Because she always get at me, your hair is so tangled. And I'm actually just showing off of this video because usually my hair don't be doing this. But I think my hair likes y'all, the Blessed Tribe. Listen, I might bring y'all along all the time. Because usually my hair be not doing what it's doing right now. Alright, so I'm going to bring it to the front so you can see a little bit. So you see that olive oil stuff? I guess it depends on what type of grade, A, C, B, whatever you got going on. This stuff right here, it got it detangled. I got this straight out of Walmart, the Dollar General, for like $6. I'll be so proud of myself when I can find something that's affordable. All right, so I'm gonna kind of break this one down. But yeah, when people try to speak their prophecies over your life, don't accept that, because for a while I was like, dang, maybe he's right. I'm never gonna travel. I'm just be stuck in the house. I used to call myself the trap queen, and all my friends, they used to be like, girl, you is trapped in this house. I'm like, yes, a beautiful queen trapped in the house. If you're dating somebody, they're insecure. They what attracted you to them, now it's like they hate you for it. You may have like some hips. You may have a nice set of, body features. Your hair may be long. And it's like now they want to try to keep it all to themselves. And a lot of people, they have good intentions. They just don't know how to control their jealousy, where it's like, like I said, the things that initially attracted you to them, now they don't want the world to have access to it. So that's not okay, because you can't thrive and live a productive life like that, like in shelter in the house, controlled and away from society. And that's another thing. If you feel like you're not close to none of your family, this person has like robbed your mind, you just feel you just in la la land. Like, you know, when you get in love, you just be in la la land. You like, it's all about them. And there's nothing wrong with building a family, but you know, you just can't have just one part of your life. You have multiple parts to your life. You have family, you have nieces, you have nephews, you have sisters, you have brothers, cousins, uncles. If you have no desire like to go to family functions, and this is something that you did before you got in a relationship, like it takes you away from everything that you naturally love to do, like to do. So one of the things I did was just walked away. That was just me. I just 911 out. And that's not the best way to do it. So if you can plan and talk to the person and decide, listen, this is not for me. I thought I wanted this relationship. And you can see I keep going back and forth from these wide tooth combs, because it just depends on what gets the job done. So I'm going from the ends to the root. And I guess this is like for a beginner. Somebody don't know what they're doing like me. So I go from the ends. I learned that from my cousin, Shala. She used to do my hair in the kitchen. And she always used to say, go to the end, because my hair always used to tangle. And then go to the root. So as you can see, it's smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. And for our natural babes out there, y'all know how hard it is to achieve this right here. That means you got that olive oil in there good. All right, so, and I use this little thing right here. I got all this stuff from the hair store. I just have it. So I parted with that. And I don't, the parts really don't matter, but I'm just showing off for the video. It's like, no, this is really what I use. But yes, Blush Tribe, if you trapped in the house like a trap queen, all your friends are like, listen, girl, you need to come up for some air. You know, just entertain them for a little bit and see what they're saying, because it might be some truth to it where you're losing yourself, you know. And there's nothing wrong with being in love, but there is toxic relationships out there. So if you're wanting to get out, another thing you could do is begin to scout an apartment. Again, begin to solicit family members. Listen, I had to live with 2 family members before I got my own little 2-bedroom apartment in a low budget area. And I just believed in myself. I just had to tell myself everything that he had told me that I wasn't going to be able to do. I had to prove to myself that, you know, I'm capable of doing this. I'm capable of making good decisions. I'm capable of deciding, you know, what I want to eat, where I'm going to travel, who I'm going to be around. I'm capable of that. So I did it. And I know you can do it too. So I shared that not to say, oh, you know, I'm better than you. No, we all have been in situations where we didn't love ourselves, or we was doing something that, you know, it's not the best decision for us, our children. Family members had to pull you to the side like, girl, you basically gonna have a spiritual death in this relationship. When a guy wants to pressure you to have children and you really don't want to have no children before marriage, you know, things like that. Those are red flags where you have to be like, listen, children comes with marriage. So if you can help it, try to stick to what you really want and what you believe. So another thing you can do is, like I said, talk to those family members. Be like, listen, I might need to move in. Depending on how serious situation is, you might have to just evacuate, listen, and be out. If a person is not rational, you can't have a discussion with them. Call the police, get you a little escort. But you can't just be going like back and forth. So I left this little thing out. I didn't mean to, so I'm just wrapping it around here. But yeah, you can't do that back and forth business. You're going to have to decide, listen, I'm out and I'm out. You're going to have to pick yourself this time. Because you already know what that's going to produce. chaos, drama, arguing, fussing, cussing. And that stuff disrupt your spirit too. It make you feel like more depressed, even though you're already feeling kind of down. It make you feel more like, Lord, I'm a bad person. I keep on getting out of character. This person is, you know, pulling me out of character every chance they get. But that's because you just caught up in what they doing. You're not really caught up in what you doing. You can only think about what you can control. So if that person doing stuff and it's causing a reaction out of you, the thing you can control is where you go. Okay? So if you can't just up and just leave, you gotta devise a plan. Devise a plan. Get into community. I've met so many people that have so many resources and connections in the community. So that's going to be your lifeline, is connecting with other kingdom people. Get into your word. Start going to therapy. I got into therapy before I got out of the relationship. That was one of the things that gave me the confidence. I was getting more into reading my scripture daily. I was journaling about where I was going. And also, like I said, I started therapy. So I started therapy like, so I've had kind of like a rough childhood. So I've been in therapy for a while. Once I got out of college, I noticed that some things were a little off. Like I wasn't happy. Like I had reached so many goals, achievements, accomplishments, first year, you know, first generation grad. So many things to be proud of, but I was like not happy. I was sitting at a graduation kind of depressed. Like now what? So yeah, I went to therapy for a couple years. Couple years. Still in therapy now. Didn't really have my parents in my life growing up like consistently, like wake up, go to sleep, put you on the bus, that type of thing. It wasn't like consistent. So therapy was really good for me. So that's it. I'm not gonna talk your head off. I'm gonna let this dry. And I got this little oil stuff. I got this when I was in Atlanta. Atlanta got the best hair stores. Their hair stores is like the Costco's or Sam's Club or something. So this says this is just like essential oils. And you see it was only all right, so that's that. And I probably am going to, I think I'm gonna use these little things right here to stretch, to keep it stretched out. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stretch it out, and then I'm gonna use some of London's hair ties. Oh, she's very territorial. She be like, "Ma, you, my stuff." Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up. My scarf is somewhere in the house. All right, so this is the finished product. I put a little oil, little essential oil, little baby hairs. So yeah, that came out pretty good. Let's try it. All right, I love you guys. Again, if you want to get out of those relationships, do some of the things I talked about. Go to therapy, get your mind right. Begin to kind of devise a plan. Talk to other people that you have not burned bridges with and be like, listen, you might got to say, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm coming to reality now. I need to get out of this situation. So nobody is coming to save you. I don't know where you are in the world. I can't come and save you. You have to literally put one foot in front of the other, put one decision in front of the other with Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit gonna get you out of it. I was driving down the road today feeling so free, and I said, God, you brought me out of all of those situations. Nobody came to save me. People helped me along the way. I made one good decision and another decision, and it actually worked out. So if people telling you can't get no job, you can't get no degree, you can't get your mind together, you can't do nothing right, you're with a very demeaning, narcissistic person, you can get out of that relationship. I was able to get out. You can get out too. I don't care how many bad relationships you've been in. God is going to bless you with a relationship with him so you can know how to be treated well, okay? All right, I love you guys. Have a blessed and prosperous day, and I'll be back. I guess I'll take a picture or something and put it on my Instagram and show y'all what it looked like after it dry. I love you. God bless. All right, Bless Tribe. This is London. And make sure you subscribe. I love you. God will do it for you if he did it for me.